up with Ron. There he is.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing, guys? Watch your
Good
door.
to see you. Thank
It's
you.
been a while since I've seen the Lamborghini. Nicest STO I have ever seen. Still to this day.
Thank you.
You've been enjoying it properly. So I heard you took it to Laguna Seca recently. How to perform out there?
Dude, it was great. It was
yeah?
Great. It was awesome. You got to come.
All in all, on Laguna Seca, you were very impressed with it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's awesome.
No complaints? Any like disadvantages of the rear-wheel drive setup versus the Performante?
I've driven the Performante at Laguna Seca a lot, and I like the all-wheel drive coming out of the slower corners a little bit more, but this is great.
What do you think of it, man? Finally seeing it up close in person.
Whoa, is that the new Z06?
That's such bad acting.
That's amazing.
Yep, first one in the state, the first delivered one, other than, I think, the VIN 1.
Wow, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Cool.
Now, I thought you told me that you wanted to get one of these back in the day.
I did, but they didn't give me one.
They didn't give you one?
No.
Oh, sorry to
So I
hear
guess
that.
this is mine now.
Let's just hop in the car.
Drive. Let's go.
First time
Actually, first time in a C8 Corvette at all.
Well then.
Yeah, I like it. It's comfortable.
Okay,
it feels
okay.
really nice.
Well, this is a great way to start it off. Now, I'm a big fan of your car collection, number one.
Thank you.
We have similar taste, I think. We like the track cars. The ultimate Huracan, the STO, the Super Trofeo Omologato. That's how you pronounce it, right?
Yeah, that's the Italian way. I say just drive the car.
Okay, just drive the car.
No, not this. I meant don't worry about how to say the name. Just drive the damn thing.
We both like track cars that are pretty crazy.
Yeah, you're the same. You have a 600 LT. You have this, the top track version of the Corvette. What's next?
Well, this was expensive. I'm just gonna. This is it for now.
Ooh.
Okay.
If I pull this, will it eject this right
Yeah,
now?
no, you don't want to do the James Bond.
Yeah.
Eject the roof while driving.
Eject the roofo.
Turn on the AC cooled
Whoa,
seats.
you have cooled seats? Oh my God, this might be my favorite supercar.
The amenities. I got a heated carbon fiber steering wheel. The carbon gets warm. Okay.
They don't have any supercars with cooled seats. I think this is the only one. Okay.
Okay.
Oh! That was not expected. I told you I'd look out.
So I think.
Oh, you can pull the paddles and rev it like a Porsche?
Your car can do that.
Yeah.
It could be louder, right? In a certain way. But then I don't want to be too obnoxious.
It was good. Yeah. No. Oh.
Man, the way this thing shifts. I think your STO is definitely stiffer.
Yeah,
the ride.
way stiffer than this. Way stiffer.
STO is more race car for the road at all times.
You can daily
would you
this.
say?
Yeah.
This
An STO is more like an actual race car. Stiff
with the front end.
Suspension is way more compliant on this. Oh. All right. Okay.
Oh, is that a Ferrari?
That's an F8. Or 488. That's a 488.
They can't.
Your car sounds better. Your car sounds better. Oh my God.
Woo! See the front end grip?
That's great. I mean, this definitely feels heavier. You can feel the weight.
I noticed that.
But it's more comfortable.
It's more comfortable, I would say.
I don't know. From the passenger seat, they both feel as quick on a straight line. This is what, 640 horsepower or something?
This is 610 to the wheel.
610 to the wheel?
To the wheel.
Okay, so it's probably got a little more power. It's close. Just because of the added weight?
Your car is 34.
3,400?
Right? Yeah, 3,400 pound curb weight.
I hope not.
That's what I read on Motor Trend. We'll have to confirm
For the STO?
that. Yeah, right? But I do know your car is lighter, and you can feel the difference with the weight for sure. This has got just wider tires, though, so I think for mechanical grip, this could have an edge on some of the different layouts for corners because there's just so much rubber pushing straight down onto the ground. See the front end grip?
Yeah.
Oh, bird!
Sorry, bird.
Oh, by the way, when you catch air, it's got a special feature, knows when you catch air. So it'll control the power output. I think it's called flying car mode.
Flying car mode, okay.
But it's real, it exists, and it's made for these kinds of roads. This car, luckily it was developed partly on the Nürburgring, so I think they did a good job tuning in for some of these big bumps and jumps in the air. However, I think the power delivery, these two motors, your motor, my motor, This is the last of an era, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, we're not gonna get cars like this in 10
This
years.
is...
From now on, it's probably gonna be hybrid and twin turbo. I think if you're gonna go out with a bang, do it right.
Okay, Ron, you are driving one of the first Z06s in the world. This car is unobtainium right now. Your car is also very expensive, so you know the drill.
Yeah.
You know your car.
All right.
Your car is epic, and I'm excited to get your opinions of this guy right here.
I'm excited too, man. Who is
back
this?
To back.
Corey Hart.
I don't know. I listen to 80s music a lot.
I love it. It's a good vibe.
Alrighty. So have you driven with Cup 2Rs before in the past?
Actually not the Rs. I love the steering wheel.
So first time driving a C8 or a Corvette's newer gen, right?
Yeah. First time driving really anything past a C5.
C5. Well, it's changed quite drastically.
Yeah, a little bit.
What I really want to get to break down is that since both these cars are made for the track, right? They are track focused. I just want to see, for the bang for your buck, if this can be considered a supercar for the money.
All right.
Versus other cars on the market.
Let's find out. What mode are we in right now?
Okay, hit the Z button. I have it programmed for the stiffest setting, so
right
it'll handle the bumps better. Just is so high pitch, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a very different feeling being in the passenger seat, you know that? But
yeah, I bet.
It feels
Is it scary?
hooked up. No, not with you. You kidding me?
All right.
We go to the track all the time.
Yeah.
The only thing with this car that I've really found out is that I think right around 3,000, that's when you feel the torque really start kicking in. And then it's a gradual build up all the way up to the red line.
No, it has a really nice power.
Even like the gear changes, right? Like you can downshift pretty low into the corner, and the transition is so smooth.
Front end grip feels really nice.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
How about the carbons? Do you like them?
The brake feel? Yeah, you gotta step on it.
Definitely.
It's the opposite of the STO.
Yes.
It's a very smooth car. It's easy to drive like relatively quickly.
So how does the acceleration feel back to back?
Amazing.
Woo!
Man, I mean, they both feel really fast. There's only one way to find out.
You know what? Mind if we hop in the STO next?
Are we at? Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Here we are inside of the Huracan STO. Now, yeah, right away, it's a deeper tone.
And louder,
It's a
bassier.
very deep tone with it. I think in general, we both have the carbon ceramic brake squeal.
Yeah.
That's
These things,
one-
well, after one track day, they squeal like no tomorrow.
It's so stiff and
So
bumpy in
stiff.
here. Oh my gosh!
What do you think so far compared to the Z06 as a passenger?
You ever gone on that a wooden roller coaster?
Yeah, is this what it feels like?
It's a wooden roller coaster. I gotta say one thing, the power delivery feels very similar. What do you think, is this louder?
For sure.
I think there's more noise going on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely louder in the lower RPM. But not as high pitch.
Not as high pitched at all. It's deeper and bassier. I think because it's a V10 compared to a V8.
These track day specials, man, they are the supercars to
They
get,
really
in my
are
opinion.
special.
Makes them special. It's all about the occasion because they're so flamboyant. But the way they drive is just the absolute best.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, this is it. Inside the Lamborghini Huracan STO. I love this car. Right away, what I'm noticing, Ron, the steering feel is much lighter in this car. It actually feels lighter to me than the FA I just drove yesterday.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Were you telling me you thought the steering was a bit heavy?
I think the steering on the STO feels really heavy and direct.
I don't know, to me, it just seems so lightweight. The entire car feels lightweight. Even the brakes are so, you barely touch them. The car feels like it weighs a feather almost, but it doesn't, interestingly. It doesn't have a carbon fiber tub. I think going to rear wheel drive, was such a good idea to make the entire experience be much more just driver's car than the all-wheel drive step and the Performante. Wow. It's interesting getting a feel for a stationary paddle shifters again, because when I go to upshift, I gotta move my hand. Oh, wow! Dude, your car is so much fun!
Yeah.
The way it accelerates. I think I can feel how the Z06 is more torque. It's got a torquier flat plane crank. And I do feel like it's got more pull and the higher RPM. And sorry I flew your head forward just now, but I wanted to feel those brakes.
Dude, the G's on this, the brakes are insane. I think these are the gnarliest brakes you can get on a street car.
They are the most responsive brakes I have ever felt. You gotta really get used to them. I know I'm giving you whiplash right now.
Oh my God.
The way the chassis responds to all your inputs. The car, even though it's super alive and lightweight, it's very forgiving. I can instantly feel how the car does not want to step out from under us, even though we don't have our compounds on. Beyond gradual. If I were to really compare these engines, even though they both are, there's the Z06, the high revving, naturally aspirated motors that aren't turbo, that aren't supercharged.
Right.
I think they feel very different. Both this and the Z06 are stuck with the fixed aerodynamics, whereas not benefiting from all the active spoilers going up and down. I don't think you need all that extra fancy stuff. This feels like a proper driver's car. It feels lightweight, feels agile, very intuitive, but I will be honest, these brakes, just jumping inside, it takes a lot to get used to.
Yeah.
Being in the Z06, and you felt this too, you got to put more force down. You even told me that. The brakes need to put more force down. I'm not sure how they would compare in terms of max deceleration, because on the street, there's no way you can really get a feel for that. This does feel lighter, a couple 100 pounds lighter, because it is for sure. And the steering ratio, the rack, you barely turn the wheel, and I can feel the whole car changes direction much quicker. Almost as if the shorter wheelbase is really helping with that turn and feel, kind of like what you see with the Porsche GT4 RSs and so forth. How when you get the car smaller, it'll turn in better and quicker. The entire sound, it's so much deeper than the Z06, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
These two cars are the pinnacle for what the companies offer for, I think, a track-focused vibe. That Corvette is the most track-focused raw Corvette you can buy, and it's a keeper, or what do you think?
Oh yeah.
You think so?
100%.
What do you really love with the STO?
Okay.
What do you hate?
Yeah.
Same goes for the Z06.
So, I'll start with what I love about the Z06. I love how comfortable it is in terms of the creature comforts. You have cooled seats, you have really comfortable seats, whereas in the STO you have pretty stiff seats and no heating, no cooling, they're just seats. I mean, I'm surprised you can even move them.
Yeah.
In the Z06 there are electric seats.
You can even
power
adjust
seats.
the side bolstering.
You can
to
do whatever you
tighten up.
want. Yeah, I think that's a big deal, because think about it. A seat's like a bed. It's where you spend most of your time. And when you're in a car, it's where you spend all your time. So you want some good seats. And I think the Z06 has that down. I love the sound. I love how high-pitched and refined it is, and it's not too bassy. As much as I love the sound of the STO, sometimes it gets a little repetitive when you're in
with
the
the lower tone?
Yeah, with the lower bassy tones. STO definitely feels lighter. That's a pro.
How about lap times? What do you think is going to win? Let's say on a high-speed track with a lot of downforce, and then a low-speed button willow.
That's a tough one,
track.
man. I really wouldn't be surprised if they were close. I want to say my money is on the STO. If I had to bet, I would bet on the STO.
So are we gonna go to the track? Are we gonna find out?
I guess we'll have to go to Coda.
Gotta go head-to-head.
I guess
that
we'll
sound
have to
good?
go to Coda. Yeah.
Stay tuned for that. I think if I were to really break down what I like or dislike about the STO, first off, this is a race car for the street. You can drive it on the street, not every day because the front splitter is so low. However, it reminds me of my 600 LT where it's uncompromised. If you want creature comforts, you're not going to like an STO. You're going to hate it. You're going to get inside and say, this is killing me. It's beating me up. If you want a special car that reminds you that you have a street legal or street homologated Super Trofeo, this is the car you got to get. Other than the SVJ, I think it's more fun to me in the Canon than the SVJ. It's so small. It wraps around like a glove. For sure. What I don't like also with the STO is that the brakes feel too responsive, too sensitive. I'm not used to a brake input that fast.
Yeah, it feels like you're going to go through the windshield. If someone hasn't driven this car, the first thing I tell them when they get in is the brakes are really sensitive. You'll go through the windshield.
I wish the Z06 was a bit more track focused getting in this.
Yeah.
However, I think both cars are kind of, even though they're both the track focused variants, they stand in their own classes. Yeah. Would you find that correct?
They're completely different. I don't think you can, I think it's an apples to oranges comparison. I don't think they're in the same, I mean, they're not even cross-shopped anyways.
That's true. Anyway, stay tuned for our head-to-head track battle. Both cars are beyond amazing. I think straight line acceleration, they'll be pretty close. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button to help us out and subscribe for much more great content coming out your way. I'll see all of you in the next video, and make sure to follow Ron on Instagram and YouTube for all of his adventures with his supercar lineup.
See you guys.